To speak with you about how the United States is going to dominate crypto and the next generation of financial technologies. And just 2 weeks ago, we hosted the first ever White House Digital Asset Summit, bringing together many of the world's top leaders in crypto for a conversation led by our White House AI and crypto czar, David Sachs, who's a fantastic and very brilliant guy. That same week, I signed an order creating the brand new strategic Bitcoin reserve and a U.S. digital asset stockpile, which will allow the federal government to maximize the value of its holdings instead of foolishly selling them for a fraction of their long-term value, which is exactly what Biden did. He got a fraction of their value. We're ending the last administration's regulatory war on crypto and Bitcoin, and that includes stopping the lawless Operation Choke Point 2.0. Operation Choke Point went beyond regulation, and I mean far beyond. It was a form of lawfare through government weaponization. Frankly, it was a disgrace. But as of January 20th, 2025, all of that is over. I've also called on Congress to pass landmark legislation creating simple, common-sense rules for stablecoins and market structure. With the right legal framework, institutions large and small will be liberated to invest, innovate, and take part in one of the most exciting technological revolutions in modern history. It's so big, it's, I think, as big as you can get. Pioneers like you will be able to improve our banking and payment system and promote greater privacy, safety, security, and wealth for American consumers and businesses alike. You will unleash an explosion of economic growth, and with the dollar-backed stablecoins, you'll help expand the dominance of the U.S. dollar, and many, many years to come, it'll be at the top. We only want to keep it at the top, always. I can already see that the energy and passion of the crypto community is the kind of spirit that built our country, and it is exciting to watch as you invent the future of finance. And right here, it's going to be right here in the USA, the good old USA. Together, we will make America the undisputed Bitcoin superpower and the crypto capital of the world. Thank you. Good luck. God bless America.
Well, there you have it. The infamous clip from President Trump presiding the inauguration of this digital asset summit earlier this week at New York. I felt it was pivotal because he's starting to make these affirmation over his intentions to make the US the crypto capital, in fact the Bitcoin capital of the world, as he put it, out of the horse's mouth. And this should be reflected in the price action of Bitcoin. And he's paving away the roadmap journey, and he made a mention about what he's intending to do. It's not just positioning Bitcoin as a national strategic reserve asset in the US. He wants to amass other foreign capital into the Bitcoin space and into the digital assets industry at large, because as he explained earlier on, in the previous Biden administration have been hostile towards anything to do with Bitcoin and crypto digital assets industry. Now the U-turn has been set by Trump. Now we're expecting to see other foreign businesses who are innovators in the crypto industry, Bitcoin industry at large, to come back into the US and settle their business in the country, because he's going to be giving them some tremendous tax incentives for them to do just that. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. I expect many more things to happen. And if you recall, if you have a look at this other video, which I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and review, I go into great lengths as to what I think are the key catalysts for this year, 2025. I mention things about taxation. There's going to be a complete overhaul on the tax regime because it's fairly antiquated. 20th century is no longer fit for purpose in this digital era. I also mention things around innovative financial products in the ETFs. So there's going to be in-kind ETFs that's going to be brought into the US and indeed in other leading economies around the world, for which they already have Bitcoin spot ETFs already approved. And also there's going to be things like more financial products, because at the moment we're seeing a huge gap, a major opportunity where Bitcoin holders and investors such as you and I are kind of hesitant around selling off our Bitcoin stash in order to profit take. There is this gap at the moment where I'm seeing that we don't want to be in a position to have to sell our Bitcoin holdings, but rather hold it such that we can get a rental premium. And this is kind of type of innovation that I expect Trump and his crypto and AI czar and the team to start focusing on, because this is where the wind is going to blow. And once that is done, mark my words, that at that point, that will be, for me at least, the end game for bringing Bitcoin into the mainstream indefinitely. And when that happens, we're going to be talking about millions upon $1 million worth per coin. Because at that point, when normal Bitcoin will be mined when it reaches 21 million, well, that's when the scarcity shock will be felt the most. So continue to stack those sats in line with your risk appetite, and importantly to hodl, never to panic sell in times of turbulence and volatility. That is expected behavior, and to always have that long-term horizon, which is how I'm doing it at the moment. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please don't forget to hit the like button and share the video to friends and colleagues at work. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel, as I regularly publish interesting videos such as these, anything to do with Bitcoin, blockchain technology, and the future of finance. So until next time.